Hey, all you guys out there in Uber and Lyft land. This is the old man Jim here. I'm taking a short break. It's Saturday night. It's about a little before 10 o'clock in Mountain Time in beautiful and hot city of El Paso, Texas. Oh, shit, I just realized I left my watch in the house. That's okay. Uh, I said I was going to have a video tonight, and holy moly. Nothing bad happened, at least not to me. But this has been a very interesting night so far. 2 hours in. Two rides so far. First one, young man, and let's just say it was a very messed up, weird situation. I'm sorry if this is bouncing all over the place. I have my iPad balanced on my steering wheel right now. I am sitting still. The lights are on because my door's open. Just taking a little break. I stopped at the house to get rid of my soda bottle and I had to pee. So, the usual stuff. Young man that basically was moving out of where he was living. He was living with a friend and his mother. And I guess the kid I picked up's sister had been there too. Sister got kicked out. This young man said, you know what? I'm having an issue with my buddy's mom. I'm going to move out even though, it was just, oh, shit. This is Jerry. I'm not going to say Jerry Springer level stuff, but definitely go on Oprah. Or I would strongly suggest Steve Harvey. But he had a lot of stuff. I mean, it wasn't too bad. Nothing that, I was a little concerned about his TV, but then he showed me it was kind of small, like a 30-inch. It's like, you know what? Yeah, I'll take it. Packed it in such a way nothing hurt, nothing damaged the car because I really wanted to make sure this kid was not going to, I didn't want to charge this kid any extra than I had to. Because it seemed to be, especially from talking to him, he seemed like a really nice young man, just got in a weird situation that just really awkward. Drove him to the new place, and I, normally we do 5 and drive, but I saw the situation. I'm like, you know what? If I don't help this kid out, it looks like something's gonna get really hairy, really fast between him and the guy's mom. The guy's mom is around my age. He's talking about, you get old, and you're like, I'm about ready to want to smack him. Like, kid, you're talking about me, somebody my age, being old and set in their ways. Look, I call myself Old Man Jim. Yeah, I got the gray hair, and I'm 45, man. I'm not old yet. Middle aged, yeah, but not old. Give me about at least 10 years and 10, 15 years, and I'll say, yeah, I'm old, but damn. But I was just teasing him. I wasn't really mad at him. I'm not mad at the kid. He's in a weird situation. And it just seemed really awkward, and especially when he said, well, what was kind of going on. There was almost a come to blows moment between him and the lady. No, his sister and the lady or something. I was like, when he told me about that, I was like, you know what? I'm thinking to myself, I'm glad I stayed for this kid. Because he just needed to get out of that situation. He just needed to get the hell out. So, the probably, I don't know, 15 minutes it took to load the car. I'd have to look. And let's see, my Lyft XL ride, it was the only one I had. I'm talking like 40 minutes. An 11 and a half mile drive is not that fun. It doesn't take that long. 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, depending on traffic. But 40 minutes, because that's, we talk to him about his stuff, making sure, I flip the seats down. It's like, you know what, let's go ahead and do it. We'll pack it this way. Help him load, help him unload. I see the situation. I'm not going to say I got kids, but I had one young lady who's about probably in that age group that she's like a daughter to me, and, I would do anything for her. And so I was like, you know what, I got to help this kid. I got to help this kid out. I'm the guy that showed up. It's just weird. It's just weird. It was just really weird. Thankfully, the person he is renting a room from was home, because it could have been. I didn't want him to be out on the street or nothing, or stuck. I would have sat and waited as long as I had to make sure somebody was there. And you know what? If while you're doing your Ubering and lifting, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, whatever you're doing, whatever you're doing out there, help somebody out if you can. You know, if it's a nice person who just seems to be in a weird situation, give them a little, give that little extra that we normally wouldn't do for the the entitled passengers. Let me put a little more light on my face in the car. Give them that little, the ones that deserve it. There's people that deserve a little extra. Give them that little extra. Don't just say I'm only here to get you. For the most part, for 90% of the people out there, 95% of the people out there, yeah, hey, I'm gonna get your butt from point A to point B, point C if you put it in the app. I'll make a pit stop if you put it in the app. But when you see somebody that's kind of in a weird situation, please help them out a little bit. Also for those of you that are watching, have you ever had a ride that when you stopped, you actually had to wipe tears out of your eyes when you're talking to the person? Because I've had that. I picked up, this was a few months ago, I picked up this old man, probably about, my father's age, my mom's age, in the, mid-70s. And he was going to the church down the street, St. Mark's, Catholic, down the street from me, not down the street from where he lived. It was about a 10, 15-minute ride. Not that bad, but he started talking, and my heart just broke for him. He's an old man whose wife just passed away, and frankly, when I dropped him off, I had to stop. It just broke my heart. I had tears in my eyes. I wept for this man that I don't know, and I hope to that nice old man out there. I really hope you're doing well, sir. Please, I hope I get you again. You're a gentleman and a scholar. But he was going to a grief counseling thing at the church, so we talked a bit, and he's just, I could see it, and he just looked like defeated, really, because he lost his best friend, and his wife did everything for him. And with the older generation, even the baby boomer generation, it was still like that for some people. I looked to my dear father-in-law and my mother-in-law. When my mother-in-law passed, his will to live was gone. They did everything together, and you can almost tell I'm probably getting a little, as my Jewish friends say, verklempt, overcome, because when you're that tied together, it can be that when your partner passes away, within a year, the other person is going to be gone too. So please have, with your partner, your spouse, whatever, have your own identity separate from them. Don't be 24 hours a day, 7 days a week together. Don't set your identity as only... crap, my lights are turned off. Hang on. There we go. I had to mess with it a little bit. Turn my lights back on. But don't set your identity as part of a couple, a trio, whatever you have. There's people that are more than one person. It's whatever you floats your boat. I don't care, man. But set your own identity. I gave him a little advice because I had been in that situation too. Not as an old man, but as a young man, half of his age, and I lost a spouse. Just literally days shy of 15 years. So he had a young man next to him that literally knew what he was going through. So I suggest, find a roommate, not looking for, obviously, any romance or anything like that, but just somebody, companionship, a hobby. Go find something that you enjoy doing. Please get out, because I fear that if he doesn't, that he'll be gone within a year. Thankfully, he's able to move around and do things for himself, but he doesn't know how to. The old man didn't really know how to cook, do laundry, anything. Ladies, gentlemen, teach your sons how to cook and clean, as well as your daughters. Everybody needs to know how to do this. There goes my lights again. Okay, this is the last time I'm going to do this. Ah, crap. This is what happens when you're doing it in your car at night. But I'm gonna get back on the road, see what's going on. But just like I said, just stay safe out there. Don't take any garbage from anybody. But if there's somebody that deserves a little extra, give them that little extra. If you have a passenger that's going through a rough time, and they're polite, obviously they're polite to you, they're good, they're nice to you, listen to them. Just be an ear. If you've been through something similar, give them a little advice. But we talk about not taking crap from anybody, but there are times when you do need to go above and beyond for your fellow person, human being, because you one day you might need it too. Okay? Stay safe out there. Above all, have fun. And be kind. But like you said, though, still, somebody wants to give you crap, don't take it. You can end the ride right then and there. But if somebody needs a little extra, give them that little extra. If they deserve it. This young man, that old man, they both deserved that little extra. They needed it and they deserved it. Stay safe. Have fun. Keep your knife hand sharp. I'm not going to turn the lights back on, so I'm going to end this video right now. And above all, Uber on, Lyft on, don't, whatever you want to do, man. Peace.